Hey, what's up, guys? Costly here, bringing you guys a Black Ops 2 gameplay commentary. This one is on the map Raid. This was league play. I think I was playing with yeah, I was playing with Icy and Clown. Clown is our anchor, and Icy is our Slayer, and I play OBJ Slayer. A little bit about the gameplay here. I dropped, I believe, 57 kills. So yeah. What I'm going to do in this commentary today is just talk about the CvG tournament we attended yesterday and how things went. We took 3 teams with us, 3 of the course competitive teams. A team, which has myself, Icy, and Clown on it, and Chizzy. Yeah, I can't forget about Chizzy. Good old Chizzy there. Oh, look at the double nade. And then we took our B team, which went under the name of Course Arrow, which had Course Red, Course Kid, Course Toxic, and Course Waffles on it. And then we took our C team, which was Course Underdogs, and that team consisted of Course Gunner, Course Venom, V7 Brutal, who hasn't changed his name to a course name yet, so I don't know what his name would be. And then and it was going to be Course Frags, but there was a last minute, he got sick the day before the tournament and wasn't able to go, so we used one of our snipers who also hasn't changed his name yet. His gamer tag is Scuff Fear. So going into this tournament for the A team, we had probably had a total of 18 hours playing together of practice. So it was, you could pretty much call it a pickup team going into this LAN. And same thing with the C team. They didn't have much practice. The B team had a lot of practice, but unfortunately what happened to them, which I will get to, pretty much it was inevitable. But not trying to make excuses for our teams or anything. We didn't play that well and ended up losing. So I mean, that's that. You don't play well at a LAN, you do not move on, especially at single elimination LANs. But so what happened was our A team, we played against a couple players. It was a pickup team also, but it's a couple of really good players from this area, and which would be Verdict and Gunner, and they picked up Yakuza and Strife to play with them. And Strife is from Team EXS, and he's a really good AR. He played very well in our match. On the other hand, we didn't play very well at all. I think that I did okay in the hardpoint match, which was on standoff. I don't know if anybody that's watching this video would have watched the tournament or not, but it was streamed. It started at 12 on Saturday, and it went all the way until 11 o'clock at night. But it was a really good tournament, but I got a little sidetracked there. We didn't. Our biggest problem was not to put anything on any of my teammates. I'm not trying to say, you know, hey, this guy didn't do his part, so you know, it messed up the whole team. But our Slayer did very well, and I feel that I did pretty well, and same as our objective player. But like I said, we weren't all in sync, so our anchor was having a hard time getting the spawns, and a lot of the reason why was when you're playing as an anchor, because I played anchor before, a lot of people think the anchor's job is to get spawns, to hold spawns, and to just to get spawns and hold spawns by himself. Like, he's supposed to do all of it by himself, and that's just like he's supposed to be a superhero. Yeah, if he does get an early rotation, he can do it by himself, but a lot of the time the anchor needs help. He needs help pushing the spawns. He needs help holding the spawns sometimes, and that was one of the things we lacked, was helping him get the spawns. And so it ended up in us losing the match. But and then another thing was, besides in LANs, I've never played on a monitor, and so it was a little confusing for me at first. But yeah, this is pretty much the last Black Ops 2 LAN that we're going to be able to attend. I mean, unless all of a sudden one shows up. There might be one, you know, at a midnight release that we'll go to or something for Ghost. But besides that, this is pretty much the last LAN. And so we did end up going out first round. We had a first round bye, and then we went out in the second round. But unfortunately, we did get 2-0'd. We didn't play well, but like I said, it was a pickup team. And they had some exceptionally good players. Verdict he's a really good sub player. He gets on that hard point, and sometimes it feels like you're never going to get him off the hard point. So, and then Gunner, I've never really played with Gunner too much. I played with Verdict in a couple of 8s lobbies, and I know that he's a really good player. But Gunner, I've never really played with. I played him once in an MW3 LAN. And but that was back when I had no clue what I was doing in competitive. I just thought we were gonna go play Call of Duty against people, you know, at like a venue. I didn't even know what it was all about. I don't know why I was pushing the hard point right there in that gameplay, but I think I was just trying to work up some points or something. But with going out first round, it was kind of disappointing. And, you know, nobody likes to go out in the first round, but it happened to us. We got to live with it. It's what happened. All I can say, we're just gonna get to practicing and get this team at a point where we know each other's each other's tactics back to back, and just knowing exactly what each other are gonna do, how to play together, and hopefully we'll start winning some LANs in Ghost. But enough about our A team. Reason why I talk about them so much is because I'm on that team. But our B team, they also got a first round bye and then lost to Termination. Yeah, a pretty good team, a really good team actually. If you don't know who that is, they placed, I believe, 17th at Anaheim. Yeah, I mean, just like this was supposed to be a little local tourney, and for them to show up was pretty huge. And then another big team that showed up to this tournament was Merkin, which I can't remember exactly who was on each team. I know Miyagi was on Merkin, and I don't want to like start saying names and then get people in the comments to be like, hey, he's not on that team, he's on this team, idiot. So, but I know Merkin's on Miyagi, and I know that Paying is on Termination. And those are really the two people I remember. And I can't exactly remember our map counts from our matches, so sorry about that. But not our map counts, our score from each map. But and then our C team, they played. They got a first round bye also, and then in the second round they played Team Killer Clowns, which I think they talked to him before the tournament, and Killer Clowns was a PC gamer team that I think it was their first LAN. But I mean, our C team consisted of a bunch of I mean, they're real good friends of mine, but a bunch of just simply kids. They're between the ages of 14 and 15, besides their captain, who's 17. But they absolutely destroyed those kids in hardpoint, and so once they got like a 3-0 lead, they decided to have some fun on cap. And one of their teammates pulled out a sniper, and the other one pulled out a crossbow, and the other one decided to go knife and combat axe only, and it was pretty entertaining to watch. We were watching it on stream. We had ended up leaving the tournament. It was a packed venue, so we decided just to get out of there because it was cramped. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting match to watch. They just got a lot of tomahawk kills and crossbow kills. It was insane. But they ended up winning that match 2-0, and then they went on to the quarterfinals and lost to team second place curse, and ended up getting 2-0'd there and was out of the tournament. But big shout out to CvG for throwing that tournament. It was a really good tournament. Went extremely well. Everything played out well, and then I mean they had it streamed. That was huge for just a little local LAN like that to be streamed. I think they ended up hitting like 350 viewers when Merkin and Termination were playing in the finals. But which I mean, it's pretty obvious. People start hearing about Merkin and Termination playing against each other in the finals of a tournament, they're gonna go watch. But it was a really well put on tournament. Although I do have to say the codcasters in the semifinals, they could have got some better codcasters. But the way they did the codcasting there was, hey, walk up, ask if you can codcast, and they'll sit you down in the seat with a headset. But it was a really good tournament. It was really fun to watch the finals, especially from the quarterfinals on. It was really, really good matches. There were some really good teams there, and they played very well. And so thanks for watching, guys, and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.